What's happening, people? United Central here, back with another video. It is the match preview, the pre-match build up to the game against Everton in the Carabao Cup. We have Mike from Blue Boys Network. How you doing, Mike?
I'm shitting myself, mate. How are you?
I'm not too bad, I'm not too bad. I think, we've got a big squad to choose from. And I feel like, we might do the business in that kind of, the big squad game basis. But I'm confident as can be, man. You know what I mean? The way we're playing at the minute, it's a lot of goals at the minute. I'm presuming you watch us against Leeds. What do you make of United at the minute?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's really weird for me because I was one of them people, and you probably saw me on Turkish's show. I'm one of these people that's quite objective and quite spoken about all teams. And I looked at the United side at the start of the season, and I thought, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is dumb. He's not going to get you to where you deserve to be. Where you expect to be, where the club, the fans expect to be. Top four, challenging for titles, etc., etc. And I just thought, Ollie's not the man. He's out the Champions League now. He's not got that stress, and all of a sudden you're flying up the table, and you're now above us on goal difference. I think it is. Everton. To compare the two, big up Bradley. Compare the two, you got Everton who we've had a good start to the season, and we've got Man United fans who are probably slightly disappointed. I mean, you could be even higher in the league. You've got a game in hand which would put you comfortably second. United are in form. And this is going to be a very difficult game for both sides because Everton equally are. The thing with Manchester United, and this is the thing that Everton need to act on tonight, is defensively. Look, they're still not solid. They're not solid. They don't, they've kept a few clean sheets, but not loads. They do look suspect at the back at times. So that's where teams like Everton have got to look at that. Everton go into this game with 3 clean sheets on, 2 clean sheets plus a win against Arsenal as well. So 9 points in the last 3 games. Everton go into this excited, ambitious, but Man United will also go to Goodison full of confidence and ready to take on whatever Everton throw at them. Abu, safe, man. Respect to you, brother.
Yeah, man. Come on, Abu. Big up to one of the members of the channel. Guys, as you join into this video, please smash a like on the video. We have a few Evertonians. I don't know if this guy's an Evertonian or just trolling us, but there's a lot of people in there already. Guys, smash a like on the video as you join into the channel, and go check out Blues Boys Network. You get me there. The link is in the title of the video, so go check them out there. Thanks for coming on. Someone says, "Hey, Don Carlo." It's going to be a tough game. Go back to reverse fixture. What went wrong for you guys? You started off well. Is it Calvert-Lewin that scored, didn't he?
Yeah. So we went 1-0 up quite early, didn't we? First 10 minutes. Yeah. And the first 20-25 minutes, Everton probably could have been 2 or 3 up, if I remember. We were playing some slick passing with Richarlison was cutting inside whoever was playing at your left back. Everton Bosch, good lad. Thanks for joining us, brother. Everton looked solid for them first 25, and then all of a sudden, where Everton got a little bit excited, they bombed down the left and the right sides, but that left space. Space for you boys to get in behind, and Fernandes was popping the ball off to Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw was delivering the ball in, and it didn't take long for you lot to start dominating that game after Everton started so well. So Everton are going to want revenge for that, in my opinion. Yeah, sorry, Bernard did score.
Yeah, Bernard.
Yeah, he scored from just outside the box, didn't he? And it's going to be a tough game for both teams. The reverse fixture was a disappointing game for Everton because before that we played Southampton and Newcastle, and we bottled it. We lost both games. We were shit, and Everton expected at that point to go back to Goodison and go right. We were top of the league still at that point. We expected to go back. We go back to Goodison. Yeah. We expected to go back to Goodison. Man United were not playing great. They hadn't won a home game, if I remember, and we knew they were decent away, but we thought, Everton are good enough to beat this poor United side. What a mistake that was. Fernandes turned up, and he always turns up against Everton, and he fucked
and he did there, didn't he? You know what I mean? I thought, I thought Everton played all right, just didn't have the lacking, the last touch. I think Richarlison has been a miss for you in them kind of 3 games. You know what, man? I like Richarlison, I really... There's a lot of fans that don't really like Richarlison. I like him. I think every team needs a Richarlison in there. He has been the missing link for you, hasn't it? And now he's back, mate. Do you know what? Big up to you guys because he's around. When he's come back now, Everton have looked really, really good, haven't they?
Yeah, what Richarlison does is he offers something different. You know, he offers he's a player that's got legs, he's got pace, he's got ability to run with the ball, carry it, but he's also got the job of, tracking back into midfield and defence and winning that ball back and then carrying it forward and working on the transition. If Everton don't transition quickly today, Man United will win because that's one of the things that Manchester United can do. Whoever plays in your midfield, whether it's McTominay, Fernandes, Pogba, Van der Beek, whoever plays there will be hot on the heels of Richarlison, making sure he stops getting the ball. It will be a game where these are the sort of games where we need Richarlison to step up. We need him to be consistent. He's only scored twice this season, but he's had a few assists and he's still played well. So if Everton are going to win this game, Richarlison's going to have a good game. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, of course. And it's a big one, man. Everton, they don't really win trophies, do they? When's the last time you guys won a trophy? 1995, is it?
Yeah, that's it. Beat you in the FA Cup final. Paul Ryder header.
Joe Royal was the manager, wasn't it, then as well?
Yeah. And, for you guys, I was just going to ask, some of the rumours going around on the Everton pages is that Fernandes might be rested tonight.
Yeah, that's a big possibility, yeah.
Now, if my man is rested, that gives Everton more confidence because as weird as this sounds, I'd rather play against a Pogba than I would a Fernandes because although Pogba is a very, very good player, he is a very good player. No getting around that fact. I don't feel he's consistent enough as Fernandes in the final third of the pitch where it's going to really hurt Everton. So Everton will play, they'll set up exactly the same as we have done the last 3 games. It will be a flat back 4. It will be tough to break down. Man United won't be able to get behind us, but they'll be able to shoot from 25, 30 yards. And that's where Everton need to sort of be on your midfield. Whoever plays, Van der Beek. We saw McTominay. McTominay turned himself into fucking Iniesta in the first 4 minutes.
Exactly. Crazy, isn't it?
I like McTominay. I think McTominay is a very, very underrated player. I think he's capable of doing a lot. But the problem is he's got a lot of good players in front
around
of him.
That's it. That's the thing.
Yeah, he ain't going to get the same spotlight as some of the others, And when I watched you the other night, and I watched you when you were talking with Rants, and I heard you talking about some of the younger lads, you got like Gardner and players like that. And I sort of think, coming out of your youth setup, McTominay was head and shoulders above any of that.
Of course. He's a man, isn't it? He's a proper, Marino said, he's one of the people that you can rely on.
Yeah, he's a unit. He stands up when he needs to be counted. And again, this is where the squad depth at Man United can hurt Everton. I feel like I'm taking over, man. I'm sorry. I'm just, I get it out there. This is where the squad depth at United can hurt Everton because you've got more players who can come in at a better level. If you're telling me, mate, I would take. Well, you say that we got Alan. I would probably back up on Alan too much.
Yeah, Alan's a quality player. I love Alan in my team.
Yeah, but for real, you're telling me either McTominay or Tom Davies, and Tom Davies is a championship player. Do you get what I mean? Tom Davies shouldn't be. He shouldn't be anywhere near the Everton team. So, for me, you go into this game probably with a little bit more confidence, but Everton are playing really well at the minute. Everton are playing really well at home. We have got some fans there.
2,000, haven't you?
Yeah. Decore's, Everton will start the strongest team possible. So for me, depending on what Man United play, it's going to be a difficult game for United equally.
I think Everton need this more than United. I really do. Even though we still need a trophy, all it needs is a trophy. Do you know what? Let's just say I think both teams need a trophy because we haven't won a trophy since the last Carabao Cup, I think it was. No, I think it was the Europa League final.
Europa League, yeah.
Yeah, but the one before that was a Carabao Cup final. We've not won something since then. So I have a feeling Everton, especially under Don Carlo, he'll want to win a trophy. This is probably your best bet in terms of winning a trophy. FA Cup is one of them. There's a lot of teams in there.
Yeah.
Is that what Everton fans want now? Is it now time to win trophies now? Less of the talk now. Let's win a trophy.
Yeah, Everton have spent £500 million in 4 years. That's what people forget. They've spent £500 million 4 years. Everton should not be challenging for 6th and mid-table. Everton should be Everton should be, 500 million pound later. Manchester City, as much as you guys will hate saying it, and I know, don't hate me in the comments, but they were challenging for titles after 500 million pounds after being 12th under like Sven Goran Eriksson and fucking Mark Hughes, and then they were challenging for titles. Everton had Romelu Lukaku, Ross Barkley, and John Stones, and ended up with a midfield of Sigurdsson, Klaassen, and Wayne Rooney. Now, it doesn't take rocket scientists to realise that Everton have had money and literally showered it all over the fucking wall. Everton need to step up. They need to be commanding, and Everton need to be pushing for top 4 this season. Whether we do, we probably won't. But we just need to show that intent to get there. That's all we need. But equally to that, we need a trophy. And the Carabao Cup offers Everton the opportunity of a trophy, to get a trophy, because this is where Everton have got to test ourselves. We've got to break that. It's been 25 years since Everton win a trophy, and Ryan Stewart's bang on there. Everton didn't make the right signings. We didn't, and the biggest areas that Everton fucked it was we bought in shit managers. We bought in Martinez and Silva, and then Sam Allardyce.
Yeah,
it's
all different styles, isn't it?
They're all dump. It's took us 5 years to get a real man at the helm. So we've got to back this man, and we've got to deliver. And look, again, and I'll say it, Everton have to be aiming for top 4 and a trophy this season. Not one or the other. They've got to go for both, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like, it's going to be an intriguing game, you know what I mean? I think Man United, we've been playing well away from home. Does that concern you? Our away form, I think, the best in the country. What is it about United for you that's been clicking for us? And then what can you see, that you're scared of? Apart from Bruno Fernandes, what's been, the kind of things that you're thinking, wow, this could be, strength in depth, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you know what? If somebody said to me at the start of the season, this is how far I thought, and this is no disrespect to United, because I got a lot of time for United. I respected that side under Sir Alex Ferguson with Beckham, Scholes. You got to look at them teams, and you got nothing but respect for them. And it's scary to see how far Man United have fallen away from that. But now, when you look at Man United, and look, I'm not going to sit here sort of praising or going against Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. A lot of people know my thoughts on him. I just think he's the only thing that's going to hold you back right now. If you had a winner of a manager, a Carlo Ancelotti, I genuinely believe that Man United would be challenging for the title, because the way that Man United play, with the 3 across the front, usually, whether it be Rashford, Martial, Greenwood, whoever, they've got the ability to sort of move around. They're very similar in that sense to the Liverpool front 3. You'll see one guy on the left, Rashford will be on the left, and the next thing 2 minutes later, he's darting through the middle, carrying the ball, and they all interchange. Martial will pop out on the left. They'll beat 2-man, cross the ball. And you sort of sit there and you think, that's a good attack. And then you go into midfield and you look at it on paper and you go, Fred, good player. Pogba, world-class player. Fernandes, world-class player. McTominay, very good option off the bench. Van der Beek, God knows what's going on with him in the league. But in Europe, he was sick. He was playing good from what I could tell. Manchester United's weakness is their back 4. If Manchester United had a solid back 4, there's no reason you couldn't win the title.
Facts.
Genuine. Your midfield, your attack are some of the best in the country. So for me, it's not a particular area. It's a particular way of playing that you lot are very, very good at. And that's
Zane's back here says, come on, Everton, it won't be. Do us a favour and get a hat trick. This is how bad it is for Arsenal, Mike. You know what I mean? They're literally clutching straws, mate, to get a result, man. It won't be, man. Are you still happy, by the way? 40 million, has he justified that price tag for you?
No. I mean, fucking hell. I was on with I did a preview with Deluded Gunner, and then I did one on Lee Gunner's show, and I did one with Turkish, and I sort of sat there, and every single show I sat there and was just like, I'm not being funny, but it's going to take a lot for any Iwobi to justify £40 million or £35 million. But credit where credit's due. Iwobi's been good the last 5 games.
Yeah, he has been all right.
He's played really, he's played really well. He was the one that got the put the ball in for the first goal against Arsenal, and I wouldn't have saw that ball from Iwobi 6 weeks ago. So he's a guy that's playing with confidence. And look, it's going to be a tough game for Luke Shaw tonight, or whoever you play at left back, whether it be Luke Shaw or the young lad you've got. I really like the young lad you've got. Yeah. Whether it be whoever plays at left back, Iwobi's going to give them a handful because he's confident. He'll get the ball into field or play the ball in behind. He'll try and whip the ball into the box. And this is where your two centre-backs, whoever plays again for United, because I'm sure you'll change your team, they've got to be prepared for Dominic Calvert-Lewin because he will start and he does know where the goal is. So it's a dangerous game for Manchester United tonight. It really, really is down that side. And Richarlison will do the same. What in your opinion, is Everton's biggest thing? Like, what are you worried about?
You know what? And it's crazy, you know what I mean? Just reading super chat here. Ancelotti can attract big players like Rodriguez. Absolutely. And then we got Zayn Biassi here says, swap Arteta for Ancelotti. I'm presuming that's a question for you, Mike, there. Would you swap Arteta for Ancelotti?
Well, it's not even that. It won't happen with it. It won't happen. And it's not even that. You know what? I'll just quickly go on to it. I said this again on Turkish's channel. I said when Arteta and Ancelotti were available at the same time, and Everton and Arsenal needed a manager, everyone suspected that Ancelotti would go to Arsenal.
And Arteta. Yeah.
And I remember the day we announced Ancelotti, and I sat there and went, "We are spending £12 million a year on a manager. He's the 4th best paid manager in the world, and he's a manager of Everton Football Club."
Crazy, isn't it? Crazy.
It's mad. It's mad. All of a sudden, Everton are going, "Yeah, come on, we're here," and it's about time.
You know what? That's true. That, and you know what is and your players. I put down to Everton. They've got a good 11, but the squad is lacking, and I feel like. What Ancelotti is doing there is miracles for me. He's absolutely working on miracles because he's got a first 11 that is probably good, but a second 11, he's probably clutching straws, mate. Tom Davies, he started off well in his first year or two. I think he's kind of went down a little bit. He played awesome, by the way, in the game last season against United at home when we drew 1-1. It was unbelievable. But he's working a lot of straws. That's why Calvert-Lewin, the only recognised striker, if you look at it really. You know what I mean? You've got a lot of players out, really. Allen's out. James Rodriguez is out. You don't really fancy Andre Gomez at the minute. I don't know why. What's going on there? So it's like, what for you is going on right now? Like, what do you think in terms of your squad needs adjusting? Because you've got a good 11. It's just like your squad is not good enough, is it? In reality?
Yeah. You're spot on. When you look at an Everton bench, and you've even got players in the squad or around the place like fucking Mohamed Besic and Yannick Bolasie. You know that Everton have not got the depth. The one thing I would say, and it's a positive, is we went and signed the young lad from Norwich, and he can play across the back. He's been playing at left back, and he's been fantastic, Ben Godfrey. And he will keep at the moment Luca Dean out the side. Luca Dean is, in my opinion, and I look again, it's my opinion.
Best in the league for me.
He's the best left back in the league, in my opinion. So how can Ben Godfrey keep my man out of the team? And then
he's got a good pace, Ben Godfrey. Bloody hell, you can burn one.
He's rapid, but we saw that. We saw that. Norwich, Everton knew that, and sort of a lot of the Everton fans. I remember I had a Norwich fan come on the channel, and he said to me, the one thing, Ben Godfrey is one of the fastest players I've ever seen in my life. And I sat there and went, nah, he ain't that quick. He's a big 6'4" centre-back. My man is rapid.
He dusted Saka. He dusted him.
Yeah. And then you sit there and you go, you look at the midfields, you look at the defence, and you go, Keena and Mina. Yeah, that's not solid. It's not the best two centre-backs, but there's time to develop. Then you go over to the right-hand side. We've got Seamus Coleman, who's been a great servant, but he should be retiring soon. But you play Mason Holgate there, who's been absolutely fantastic at right-back. That's positive. You go into midfield, we've got options: Alan, Decore, Sigurdsson, Gomez. Obviously, you are right in what you said about him not fancying Gomez too much. Gomez has on and off games. If he plays today, he's going to have a good game. We've got them sort of established names, and then when you go forwards, you've got players like Richarlison, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Iwobi. Again, we're being linked with big names again: Sami Khedira, Isco, Wilfried Zaha. Everton are getting linked with these big players again.
Top players, mate.
Yeah, they're top players, but we need to prove, like we did with James and like we did with Alan, we need to prove that we're going to go out and get them. So as you say, the first 11 is sound by the defender, by the goalkeeper, Pickford.
Mate, do you get nervous by that guy, Pickford, man?
Yeah, every time he plays, I
shout to the dog.
Yeah, I wish. Can you shut up, man? Yeah, like Pickford. Pickford is just like, you expect him to make a mistake. You expect him not to achieve what he sets out to achieve, which is keeping a clean sheet. And then obviously in the summer, as you guys know, Everton really wanted Sergio Romero. Everton really believed we were going to get Sergio Romero. I think £10 million was on the table. I think a £2 million loan, £10 million signing on through the season after. I think that was there. That Everton were eager for that, and Man United blocked the move.
The dog said he don't like Pickford. When he heard Pickford's name, the dog started barking.
Dog's gone. It's just sort of like that's our weakness. That is our weakness. So we get a goalkeeper next season, and a couple of extra players, and Everton are going to be pushing. I like to think.
What do you make of James Rodriguez? It started well this season, dipped a little bit through injuries, but what a signing for that you have been. That signing you never thought it would come in. Champions League winner, is probably won everything there is to win in club football. Like, you guys must be loving a dream, mate. James Rodriguez at Everton, mate. Like, I seen that picture outside Everton, you know what I mean? The fans, singing his name, and he went through his car. You never think of them stuff, you know what I mean? Like, a player of this quality at Everton, mate. Like, talk to me about him, mate.
Yeah, so James is it's a breath of fresh air that he plays for Everton. Do you know what I mean? It's nice that a player of that quality, like dipping your hands in a biscuit. It's nice to have that quality in the middle of the park. Someone who will get on the ball and can cut a team in half. The issue we've had with James, and it's no exaggeration, and you alluded to this.
Yeah.
If Everton do not have the ball, James is a waste of time because he doesn't track back, he doesn't defend. So Everton end up playing with 10 men rather than 11. That's the issue with James. There is no doubt that when Everton are hurting in attacking teams, for example, a Fulham, a West Brom, a Newcastle, a Southampton, a James in the side is brilliant because he will cut them apart. When we're playing against a Chelsea, a Man United, a Manchester City, and we're expecting them to have more of the ball, he's less brilliant, if you get what I mean. He doesn't do the defensive side.
Is he being in the right position because he's playing on the right at the minute? You know what I mean? Why is he not playing in the 10? Why does Ancelotti not playing in the 10 role where he's been playing for most of his career?
The reason for that, as far as I can sort of tell, is he likes playing with a 4-3-3 system. And he likes to have a flat midfield, which is Alan, Decore, and usually Sigurdsson or Gomez. Now, obviously, I think for Everton fans, for their perspective, we would prefer it being a 4-2-3-1 and having Rodriguez just in behind Calvert-Lewin and Richarlison and maybe Iwobi on the right-hand side as well. But Everton look exposed when that happens. And the way that we'll set up tonight, I suspect it'll be the same that we played against Arsenal, Chelsea, and all of those, and we got good positive wins. He doesn't almost fit in that because we play so compact, so flat. If we play like we did against Arsenal, against Chelsea, against Leicester, we're only going to have 30% of the ball. You guys are going to have 70% of it. James doesn't fit in that because we're expecting our front three to essentially hit you lot on the counter. He's not quick enough to do that. So that's where it sort of almost doesn't work.
I hear you on that one. I absolutely do. Looking at this game, who do you reckon is going to be starting for Everton? You know what I mean? Obviously, we'll see the kind of a team lose at 7:00, but who do you think starting on against United? Who do you reckon is going to play second fiddle? You reckon we'll see Calvert-Lewin playing? What's your kind of your team that's going to be playing on tonight?
Genuinely, I think he won't change it from the last game. So that will be
even with the fixture list, yeah.
Yeah, I don't. For me, Everton want to win this trophy, and we have not got, as you pointed out, we have not got the squad to change that. We don't have the squad to bring in a talented player in response to not playing Richarlison. You know, so I think he'll leave it exactly the same. I think Olsen might come in the goalkeeper instead of Pickford, so it'll be Olsen, Godfrey, Mina, Keane, Holgate. Then it'll be Decore, probably Tom Davies, Sigurdsson, then Richarlison, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and Iwobi up front. Now,
all right.
on paper, you lot probably aren't too scared about that. But
no.
the way that Everton play is, it will be a tough game for United. And as I say, Everton fans are very confident that they're gonna beat Man United. Not comfortably, but it'll be a close game. But Everton are going to perform and get, say, a 2-1 win tonight.
Yeah, you think so? Is that what you were thinking? Like, that Everton are going to be confident tonight? Because it's going to be a tricky one, man. It's going to be a tricky one. You know what I mean? Like, I think we've got our qualities. I think our strength in depth is going to be massive tonight. I think we've still got Donny van der Beek, who's hardly played a game. Cavani, Martial's been hit and miss this season. The likes of Matic is still in there. It's going to be a very, very interesting game because you would never have thought that, what I mean, that we'd get to this situation. But we've got a lot to choose from, man, and that must worry Everton fans.
Yeah, because if we were playing second string against second string, you'd still have a Premiership top 6 team. Do you get what I mean? Top
exactly.
4. You would, even your second string, whereas Everton don't. Everton just about have a top 6 team as it is right now, in my opinion. So that's what's difficult. Yes, you've got the players you mentioned, Cavani, Martial, whoever comes into midfield, as you say. But I said at the start of the season, and again, this is look, do not shoot me down, United fans, because I've got a lot of time for it. But I said at the start of the season that Chelsea would win the league, right? And I believe that on paper, Chelsea have the best squad in the Premiership.
Okay.
Everton played Chelsea a week ago at Goodison Park and dominated them. So based on my thinking, I'm saying that we're going to play Man United. It's going to be a tough game, but we're going to beat them. Just based on that logic. The difference is, and this is where Man United have gone under the radar, they've gone calmly, is Solskjaer has done such a good job in the league, playing Premier League teams, that he's been able to get results where you haven't expected them. Although you have had some disappointing ones. Arsenal at home, I think that was a disappointing game for you. So Man United will rightly so go into this game confident. But I think as an Everton fan base, Everton equally stand up and go, yeah, so will we. Last season it was a tough game at Goodison. Obviously, Everton felt robbed because of the Sigurdsson thing. At your place, it was a tough game.
We've not got a good figure down there, Apart from that, we won the 4-1. We've not got a good record down there, Everton, I've been there twice in the last 2 years, 4-0, 1-1. Yeah. It's not been a happy place, mate. It really hasn't.
No, and I was there for the 4-0. I remember that.
Mate, the worst day was I remember it was a hot summer's day. I remember going to the game, the ground too. Run to the ground. I was sweating my ass off, and then boom, goal. You know what I mean? From the corner. First goal was from the corner, wasn't it?
Yeah, Richarlison overhead kick.
Oh my days, man. And I just thought, you know what I mean? Everton, though, the one thing that they do is they have a lot of fast starts, don't they? They start very, very fast. And then obviously they do fizzle out, but that's one thing.
And that's what I'm expecting tonight. I'm expecting for the first 15 minutes, Everton are going to go at you. They're going to go at Man United, and they're going to need a goal. They're going to need a goal. If they don't get a goal, then it's going to be more difficult for Everton. But Everton will go in, first 15 minutes, target United. They'll target the weak points, which is probably in between the centre half and the right back, for example. They'll target that area. They'll put the ball in that area, and they'll constantly try and exploit it. If Everton can get a 1-0, they'll sit back. They'll shut up shop. They'll hit you on the counter all game.
That's what I was going to ask you, by the way, guys. We will be doing a combined 11 in a bit. Obviously, when we get our match predictions and whatnot. You guys, we have got nearly 250 people watching live. So smash a like on the video. You get me. Shout out to Mike for coming in and whatnot. Go subscribe to his channel. Link is in the title. You get it. But please, guys, please smash a like on the video, as Jahid says right there. When you say that, Man United's weaknesses are slow starts. Is that what Everton are looking for? Because you guys had a fast start, but you never capitalized on it. You never went for the killer lot. West Ham, slow start. Southampton, 2-0, we came back. We have a lot of quality to come back from. But when you see with Leipzig, where they just, they got the 3-0 and then boom, and they sat back. The one thing I'm thinking about Everton is if they have a slow start, I think it might be better for them just to sit back and hit us on the counter. Sit back and then frustrate us and then go boom, hit us on the counter.
Yeah, because we've got the pace to do that. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Richarlison will do that. They will get in behind. They will use their pace. And, as we said earlier, Man United's weakest part of their team is their defence. So this game tonight, it could be 3-3. It could be 2-2. It could be 4-4. I suspect it won't be. But the characteristics are there. If Carlo plays open, if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer plays open, it's gonna be a tough game. But Everton, as you rightly say, if Everton go up against a first team Man United team, bang on form, United will be heavy favourites for this game. But even now, I don't think Man United are heavy favourites. I haven't checked the betting, but I'm pretty sure
we're not there. We're probably just the favourites because of our quality on the bench. You know what I mean? And I think the kind of what we can bring on.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be a tough but interesting game because if it genuinely, in my opinion, this game is all riding on Carlo because if he sets up to play deep, as you say, we'll frustrate United. We'll hit you on the break. If he doesn't and he sets up to be open, we'll get picked off just like we did when we played you at 4 weeks ago.
That's actually true, man. And you know what? It's gonna be an interesting one, man. You know what I mean? But let's get a combined 11 before we talk about match predictions and kind of you know what I mean, and what we're gonna see the key battles in the game. Let's start with what? Shall we do this based on form or do you want to base it on quality?
I would base it on form personally, but do you want to do it?
I'll base it on form as well. But form and who's available as well. We'll base it on form and who's available. Let's do it for any kind of Excel. You know what I mean? We'll do it. We're not going to necessarily, we rely on the Excel tonight. You get me? We've got here Brad the lad who says, "Hey guys, yo Mike, yo big up to you, Brad the lad." You get me? In there, I think we should skip that one. You know what I mean? David De Gea in there.
Yeah. Nah, you put whoever you want in goal.
Okay, then we'll go David De Gea in goal. Let's go right back. Who you guys got a right back? You've got a makeshift, isn't it?
Yeah, Mason Holgate, makeshift. Who are you play there? Wan-Bissaka?
Wan-Bissaka, you know, I mean, solid right back.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that, yeah.
You know, I mean, solid right back there. Let's go centre backs. I think you guys might win the centre backs, to be honest. Who you guys got a centre back?
I would put it. So I would put, to be honest, I think anyone goes in the right one for Everton. You know, Ben Godfrey, Mina, Keane, or Holgate. I think any of them would go in there over, because that's one area you guys haven't been particularly good this season.
Lindelof's been all right. Lindelof's been all right. I'm not gonna lie to you. Lindelof's been good. I think I'll probably add Lindelof in there as a left or right side of centre back. But I think you guys definitely deserve one.
I'd probably pick Michael Keane. I'd probably put Michael Keane based on form in there.
Okay, Michael Keane and Lindelof. So we'll go with that one.
Yeah, cool.
Cool. Left back. Because Dilly's not available, we're gonna have to skip that one. Dilly would have been in there, but because Dilly's not available,
I'm more than happy to put Ben Godfrey in at left back because my man is sick.
I think nah, I'm not having that. I'm gonna put Tellers in there.
Yeah.
Tellers.
I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to argue with Tellers. Tellers is sick as well. So
Tellers, yeah. We're not putting Dilia, guys, because he's not available. We're putting available and form. Omar Khan is not available, but Dilia is better than Tellers. I'm not gonna lie to you. Dilia is an absolutely quality left back, mate. I can't deny anymore, mate. But we're gonna put left back. We're gonna put Tellers in there. What do you want to do? 4-4-2, 4-3-3? Should we go 4-3-3?
I think 4-3-3. Yeah.
Okay then. I'm going to put on the base. For me, he's been absolutely excellent this season. Fred. But then again, Alan's been good, man.
Alan's injured.
Okay. Wow. Even better then. Even better. Alan is injured, mate. You know what I mean? Shout out to yourself for mentioning that. But Fred's in there. What do you make of Fred this season, mate? You know what I mean? The two Brazilians have been good, though, haven't they?
Yeah, I like Fred. The only thing I sort of wish he would do more is transition a bit quicker. I think sometimes he can dilly-dally on the ball in the middle of the park, whereas you just want him to sort of get his head up and play it, pop it off left or right. Yeah. But look, he's quick, he's dynamic, he's aggressive when he needs to be. He's a good player. You know, he's a good player.
Of course. Let's get.
So just to put this in perspective, if you're not putting Alan in there, there's no Everton. I agree with this. You're not putting an Everton player in the midfield. So
so I've got to try.
Yeah. So do not waste my time, fam.
All right then. Let's go to. Okay, I'm gonna put Bruno and Pogba in there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Calm.
Not even trying Decore. Decore's been all right this season. Decore.
He's had 2 good games.
What? It's been all right, you know.
Nah, he's had 2 good games.
You know Alan, I respect you because you've watched more Everton games than I have, and I can't say that. I could say easily that a certain player like Maguire. I like Maguire, but I'm not gonna lie to you and say Maguire's been good this season when he hasn't. It's very, very big suspect.
You can't put Decore in ahead of Fernandes. You can't.
Yeah.
You can't. And look, I'm not sitting here saying Decore is not a good player. He is a good player, but he's not Pogba and he's not an Allen and he's equally not a Fernandes.
Yeah. So, I was gonna say you want to put James in there because his form's not been that good. You know what I mean? Maybe on form at start of the season we'll be talking about James Rodriguez in there.
But again, he's injured, so he doesn't count. You know, you lot are getting the rub of the green here just because.
Yeah, we are getting the rub of the green. I'm telling you that.
Everton's 3 best players that would probably, I would fight tooth and nail to go in this team. They're not even fit, so.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go with that one. I'm putting Bruno Pogba in there. This one's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, so again, we've got to, in my opinion, we've got to have Richarlison and Dominic Calvert-Lewin.
Wow, both of them in there.
Even in your own comments, my man said Richarlison's better than Rashford, and you can't not.
No. I'm not having that one.
You can't not.
It's not better Rashford.
Goal scorer. You can't not put the top goal scorer in the Premier League either. So it's look.
No, I would put him on the right hand side. Richarlison. Is he not playing the right hand side though?
He plays on the left.
Plays on the left. Well, he's gonna have to play on the right because I'm having Rashford. Rashford is quality.
All right, we'll put Rashford on the left, Richarlison on the right, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I'm telling you now, that team wins the league.
Seriously, does he though? He actually does.
That team wins the league.
Win the league.
I mean, that front 3. Look at that front 3 there. Oh my God.
That is, you know what? Pace and power, mate. Pace and power.
Goals,
you know what? We've always wanted. I like Richarlison, man. I really do, man. I know he's a bit of a. Everyone says, he misses about 500 chances, but what he gives you, man, is a lot of hard work, desire. You know what I mean? It gives you that kind of tenacity. He's a system player, isn't he? He works good in the system. A lot of people saying, nah, Rashford, Richarlison, so you can throw him on the right. Rashford, DLC, Richarlison. What do you make of Calvert-Lewin this season, man? Is he going to be sold? Do you reckon it's going to be sold or whatnot? Like, are you trying to hold on to him, or you think he'll be there?
Yeah, Everton don't need to sell, so it'll be stupid money that we'd sell him for.
How much is he worth? Do you reckon for you? Be honest.
Well, that's a difficult one because he's only done it for a season and a half.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, if he can consistently, you know, if he scores 25 goals this season, you know, he's on 15 so far in all competitions. He scores 25, 30. In today's money, I think realistically, you can probably say 80 million.
Wow, 80 million for Calvert-Lewin.
Oh no, and listen, 100%. The start of last season, I was saying send him back on loan to Sheffield United because he was shit.
Oh yeah, Stoke have equalised. Get
Have
in,
they?
Stoke. Come on, Stoke. Get in there.
Honestly, this is what I'm sitting for. You know, I'm sitting here thinking,
You know what I mean? I'm just seeing that now. Come across.
Everton beat United tonight. You know, I'm winding your fans up now.
If Brentford are in the semi-final,
exactly. Everton take on Stoke, and then Brentford beat Man City, and then Everton play. But it's written in the stars for us boys.
Yeah.
Now you're thinking now.
Expressions must be crying. Yo, listen, let everyone know, Expressions, that I am celebrating this result. Come on, Stoke, man. Get in there. But yeah, like, you know, this is crazy Carabao Cup, Mike, man. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people in there. You know what I mean? Brentford, if you win tonight, I know Man City, it's like their name is on the trophy all the time, isn't it?
They love it, don't they? Pep loves it. He loves this competition. But the thing I would say to that is he always loves it because it's the early trophy. You know, you get this in February. The fact that it's been moved to April, you know, when there's Champions League games,
is it?
etc. Yeah, it's been moved to April. The final has been moved to April.
Oh, I didn't know that, you know.
Yeah. So if if Man City want to win this like they usually do, they want to win a trophy in February, then I don't know. I think that might put Man City down a peg or two, you know, in their priorities when they've got Champions League games, etc.
Yeah, I was going to say that, you know, because like this is probably the few times this season where you're thinking, you know what, if you can win this game, you can win it. And I just feel like, you know what, man, it's going to be a good one, man. I feel like it's going to be a good one.
I hand on heart believe, and you can ask John this, my co-host. I hand on heart said the winner of the competition is coming out of this game tonight.
You think so?
Yeah, 100%. Because Man City are definitely not the team they was last season. They look ropey. They look all over the place. And yes, they put in a good performance against a very shit Arsenal side yesterday. But,
yeah,
you know, they were poor.
I think if we got them, if we get them, yeah, we're gonna be, you know what I mean? We're looking at what we could do. I think Tottenham will probably end up winning this.
Well, and they might Solskjaer's got Thingy's number there. Solskjaer's got Guardiola's number. You know, I don't think Guardiola's had a positive result against Solskjaer yet.
Well, you know what? True that. I think he didn't win in his first two. I think he won in his first couple, I think it was. But then since
you won away last season, didn't you? You won away last season.
We won away last season. I was there. We won away last season. I think we got a few positive results, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? As someone say this, Stoke Barcelona, you know, back again. X has lost it. Stoke was equalised. They've got a lot of first teamers on there, you know. That'll be key for, I think, Everton as well. You know, they've got a lot of first teamers available, Tottenham. Man City had a lot of first teamers available. You know what I mean? Everyone's going for this competition, you know.
Yeah, well, and this is the thing that people forget. Everton have already beat Spurs away. Everton have beat Spurs away. Everton have drew with Liverpool. Everton have beat Chelsea. They beat Leicester. The only top team to beat us is you lot.
Yeah.
And so Everton, genuinely, Everton go into every game full of confidence, apart from necessarily playing you guys, because I'm sitting there shitting myself thinking, you know, Man United can turn us over 100%. The only thing I would say is when Everton did play Man United at Goodison 4 or 5 weeks ago, Everton had only won 1 in 7, whereas Everton are now unbeaten in the last 4. So,
4. And do you think, in all honesty, that will keep you quite a good fast for this game? You know what I mean? What are you looking for? What's your hope for this game? Your game plan? Like, if you were to send out a message to the Everton players, your game plan, what would it be for you?
First 15 minutes early goal.
Yeah.
Pepper the box. Absolutely pepper Manchester United.
We're weak in the air. We're quite bad in the air, corners and whatnot.
Yeah, so Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Yuri Mina, the big boys go up top, pepper the goal, get that 1-0 lead, and then nice and compact. Do not let Man United get in behind you. Do not let Man United swing balls across your 6-yard box. If they're going to pass, if they're going to cross, do it in front of us, so you're outside of our penalty box.
Yeah.
And then make sure that Decore, Tom Davies, Gomez, whoever plays in midfield, is pushing out to those midfielders. And
the game
then
against Chelsea, you know, had a lot of energy. That's you squeezed them all up, didn't you? You were attacking them. You were very, very like, you know, on it, hard on the ball. Is that what you kind of similar message as well you're saying for these guys?
Yeah, we got to, because, you know, if we don't, Man United will beat us. And I know a lot of people in the comments there not agreeing with my comment about Chelsea and Man United, and that's fine. It's just opinion on squads. As of right now, Man United are the better team. There's no doubt about it. You look at the league, but equally, Everton and Man United sit on exactly the same points, and you're only above us by 1 goal on goal difference. So there's nothing between these two sides after 14 games. So why should there be in a Carabao Cup match? To get what I mean? And that's the confidence that Everton fans have got going into this game. If we can go and beat Chelsea and Leicester away, Leicester was sitting second. If we can go and beat Spurs, who equally were sitting top of the league, you know, we are capable of beating Man United. It's just a lot of positives have got to come from the game. It's got to be a positive performance from Everton, and that you can't guarantee. Do you get what I mean? Whereas you guys, you go into this game full of confidence. You say, we can beat Man United. We can beat anyone you put in front of us right now, and we can, you know. The only competition you struggled in was the Champions League, and look, the less said about that was the better. Fair enough. But any Premier League team, Man United are going to have confidence going to beat, and that's what you want. So you've got two teams going into this game, sitting there going, we can win this.
Yeah.
And if we win this, we can win the cup, because Everton believe exactly the same as Man United that we can beat anyone right now. So
facts. That's true. Very true.
It's going to be such a sick game, and we'll just see.
Yeah, we'll just see. And on that final note, you know what I mean, give us your predictions and your goal scorers. You know what I mean, give us. You know what I mean, are you confident? Do you believe tonight? You know what I mean, this is probably Everton's best ever chance of winning a trophy. It really is, because you've got to this far now. Semi-finals are in the kind of vicinity. You can see it in the close run. Do you believe that Everton will win tonight?
Yeah. I believe Everton will win. I believe that we'll sit back, let you have the ball. I think Everton win 2-1. I think it'll be with Richarlison, Dominic Calvert-Lewin with our goals, and I think it'll be someone like Pogba, a midfielder shooting from range for your goal. I think Everton will be 2-0 up by half time. And then I think it will literally be a second half of Everton just getting battered by Man United all game, just constantly like the Alamo, man, just attacking us, throwing bombs in into our box. Everton have got to be strong dealing with that. But yeah, look, I 100% believe Everton win 2-1. What's your score? Score fucking out.
I'm giving you my team before I get the score. I'm give you my team, guys. And by the way, there's 10 likes away from 200 likes. So please, guys, if you are watching this video, please smash a like on the video, and we'll have team news probably, you get me, in the next minute or so. I think they'll give early team news. If not, I'll have to wrap this up in about 5 minutes. But my team news are, I'm going to go for Henderson in goal. Wan-Bissaka. No, you know, Wan-Bissaka's out. I'm going to go for Brandon Williams at right back, because I feel like, you know, he's not good enough. What's it called? He's not good enough for me. I'm going to go for centre-back pairing. I'm going to give them a rest. I'm going to give it to Bailly and Twanzebe. Is Twanzebe available, guys? I don't think he is he? I'm going to go for Bailly and Lindelof. I never ever know that Twanzebe is going to be available, so I'm not going to say his name. So I'm going to go for Bailly and Lindelof. I'm going to give Maguire a rest. I'm going to go for Tellers at left back. I'm going to go for a midfield three of Matic, Pogba, and Donny van der Beek. I'm going to go for right wing. I'm going to go for Daniel James. And I know people are going to laugh at me, but you know what? He's earned his right to have a second game, and I feel like he's done his bit. And I'm going to put on the left-hand side, I'm going to put Martial. And then up top, I'm going to go with Cavani. I'm going to give Rashford a rest. I'm going to give Mason Greenwood a rest. You know, I mean, it'll be important on the game against Sunday. Saturday against, Leicester. So, yeah, I feel like, you know what? I'm going to go for... It's going to be a tough game, man. I really do. I'm going to go for 3-1 United. 3-1 United.
I was going to say, based on that team, like, and I know you want to wrap it up, so it's just a quick question, but based on that team, Are you comfortably defensively that Everton aren't going to get a couple of goals there? You know, playing Williams at right back with whoever in the middle of the park. Are you confident you can sort of shut Everton out? I mean, the front three. Daniel James doesn't scare me. Obviously, Pogba and Donny van der look equality. You know that's
quality. Of course.
You're going to dominate the midfield, but I sort of see that pattern on that side of that pitch where Richarlison is, and I can see him having some joy based on that team you've just selected.
Oh, you know what? That's true, and that's what I'm worried about. You've got aggressive players. Richarlison is aggressive. Calvert-Lewin is aggressive. Even if you throw in, Davis is aggressive midfielder. Do you know what I mean? I feel like Corey aggressive. We don't like that. We don't like that. We see it against RB Leipzig. Very, very aggressive players. Oh, yeah, by the way, we have Axel available. So, okay, my bad. There's a lot of aggressive players in there. That's what I'm worried about. And I feel like if you guys are on us and you're on our case, then you know what? You will have, it'll be a big ride, man. It will be a big, like, kind of, you know what I mean? Like, it'll be a big, like, advantage for you guys. You know what I mean? So, I can only see a 3-1. I'm trying to see if there's an early team news.
I don't think there is.
Sometimes you have an early team news. What's his name that gives the United team news? I think it'll be last minute, won't it?
Yeah, I suspect so. It'll be. I reckon it'll be 7 o'clock. Bang on.
Someone says here, Axel Twanzebe is doing pre-match duty, which suggests he is starting the game tonight. So early team news that Axel is starting. Do you know what I mean? That's what happened last time when we had Henderson giving the pre-match stuff. He did start, so that kind of inclines that that they will be starting some sort of thingy. Any key players you want to watch out for? Any key players that you think you're scared of today?
Martial, he always has a good game against Everton. Always, he did it in the FA Cup about 4 years ago at Wembley.
Yeah,
I was there, devastated, crying in my seat. Yeah, I think Martial is going to be a tough player to deal with tonight.
Yeah, I think so. Anyway, guys, let me know what your predictions is, guys. Let me know your predictions, guys. What are you going for? Everton versus Man United. Any kind of predictions you are going for, guys, and we'll kind of wrap this on this one. Axel is starting, I reckon. He'll be available pre-match games. Please let him. He's a class. Yep, I think he deserves some kind of mention. You know what I mean? Yep. Rashford, Axel is available. Let me know what you guys are going for. Any of your results. 3-0 United. A lot of people are saying 3-2 Everton, 2-1 from an Arsenal fan, of course. Shock. 3-2 United. 4-1. My prediction is 2-0 United, but it's going to be a hard game.
Just to shout out your fans as well. Can I just say, I've been reading some of the comments and we've been going.
No, they've been good, man.
Yeah, respect to you all, man. It's always a bit not nerve wracking. It's never, it's always a bit different going on someone else's channel. And obviously, I've watched this channel from afar for a long time. So massive shout out to you guys.
Big up to you. Let the people know what you do. You know what I mean? Let the people know what you do. How's your channel? A bit about your channel, whatnot. Let them know.
Yeah, so obviously we've got our Everton channel. We do watch-alongs just like yourselves. It's very similar. It's just, obviously ours is blue, yours is red. We're Blue Boys Network. We're striving. We're trying to get to like 10K as soon as possible. We're on 7,500 and about 60 at the minute. So if any of you guys in here can help and push us upwards, always appreciate that. Appreciate you won't watch every video because you're probably not asked about Everton, but it's always nice to have the occasional drop in. So, yeah, man, just respect to you all. Absolutely love yous. And look, I wish you good luck for the rest of the season, but not today.
No, you know what? And I respect that, man. I respect that. And tomorrow, if you want to do something for your channel, let me know. What time do you want to schedule it so that people can find out and then we'll be on the channel? When do you want to do it?
Yeah, to be fair, I'm flexible. I'm flexible. Okay. So you tell me your plan. I'll message you. I'll message you, and we'll sort it out. I really appreciate you coming over.
No, anytime, mate. Anytime, man. Guys, that's been a pleasure. That's been your match preview, your match pre-build up. You know what? I'll try to do this every time, guys. 1 hour before, 2 hours before kickoff, and I'll try to do this. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll do this again at 10:30 on Boxing Day. Get you guys a little, you know what I mean, morning pre-match build-up. We'll probably get someone in there. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we'll get Jamie Vardy in there, you know what I mean? Our Lee Chappie. We'll bring him on there. Yeah, but we'll try and bring him on there. Pre-match build-up, 10:30 till 11:30. We'll get him on. Someone says a legendary stream. Fair play to lad. Wish Everton the best of luck. You know what I mean? 100%. Big up yourself, Blue. Good vibes only. Yeah, man. It's been a very, very good host. But guys, before you leave this video, smash a like on the video. Subscribe to United Central. I will see you soon, guys. Take care. Bye-bye. And peace.